Hi everyone, it's Zach with Palantir Research. Palantir drops hard after a pretty euphoric past couple of weeks where they released their 10K annual report and filed their S8 form showing how much they're diluting shareholders. So check out the annual report when you have a chance. They provide a lot more context and information regarding each metric, and I'll create some videos on items that I find interesting in the future. Now, the bigger news is the S8 form, which is putting pressure on the shares today because shareholders are getting diluted around 110 million shares. So for those who are newer, when the pool of shares become bigger, those who own shares already technically begin to own a smaller piece of the pie. So for a quick example, if you own 1 out of 100 shares, you own 1% of the company. But now let's say there's 110 shares and you still own 1, you own 0.9% of the company. So it's still the same concept, just in a bigger scale with Palantir. Now, the reason it also puts pressure on the shares in real terms is downwards is because valuation-wise, if your stock price stays exactly the same, say in a perfect world, then your market cap is technically just going up because there's more shares sharing that. So typically on this news, your price goes down. And you can also say on the opposite, when shares are bought back, so there's less shares on the market, the price goes up because the overall pie is now smaller. Now, a lot of you will be wondering why Palantir dilutes shareholders. Well, for the OGs, this isn't new news, honestly. The biggest factor is for stock-based compensation for their employees. Now, everyone has their own opinion on this. Some are willing to eat the dilution, knowing employees are motivated by having ownership, while some do not, and that's okay. With compounding, this can heavily eat into your returns over time if it's not trending down fast enough. There's obviously a balance and level that is sometimes hard to exactly pinpoint, and usually I like to look at this over the longer term. If stock-based compensation is trending downwards as a company matures, that just makes sense because the business and cash position of the company allows them to compensate so. In Palantir's case, we do know they have a lot of cash already, but they still consider SBC the best route for this, so over the long term for me, we just need to see the progress and I'll trust management for now. But what are your thoughts though on stock-based compensation? Let me know below, and I'll see you in the next video.